So how many of you do research on social justice, equity, access, and inclusion? How many of you do research directly on that? Okay, subset of hands in the room. How many of you do research that could be leveraged for social justice, equity, access, and inclusion? All right, the point of this initiative is to say that every hand in the room, and in fact in the university campus, should be up. So my role today is to get you excited about a collaborative, collective effort to leverage an entire university, to leverage our research power, our resources for K-20 education. So I want to just introduce you very quickly, we have so little time today, to the Create STEM Success Initiative. This was blessed by Chancellor Khosla with an initial 3-year investment of the equivalent of 3 staff at CREATE, which stands for the Center for Research on Education Equity, Assessment, and Teaching Excellence. I direct CREATE. I'm also a professor of education studies. And CREATE was created after Proposition 209 eliminated explicit affirmative action, deleted the ability to do that. We were tasked with preparing young people for the admissions moment, and since then, I arrived there 3 years ago, it's more like 15 years old. Since then, we've amassed a real force in teacher professional development, in student support programs inside CREATE, and also in equity-related research. We have a research force as well. And in the STEM Success Initiative, we are acting as a support center for campus colleagues. What we're trying to do is help all those hands across campus leverage what you want to do to collectively plug leaks in the pipeline to STEM skills, majors, degrees, careers. What's STEM? Science, technology, engineering, and math. But we see this as a social science problem to figure out how to plug leaks in the pipeline and how to design interventions with all of you. So this is a join us talk, and we can talk more later. But the idea here is also collective impact, which is a huge issue in education research today. Seriously? This is a basic research project. Where are the leaks in the pipeline? This is an intervention research project, which plugs work. And this is a design research project. How do you leverage a university together collectively so that our efforts are more than the sum of our parts? I'm going to talk really fast. Here is our advisory board. Big we, people from all over campus interested in this vision of collectively together plugging leaks in the pipeline, moments when students fall out as they try to get to college, period, or through college, to STEM careers, etc. Why focus on this pipeline? Tons of STEM efforts going on this campus, not coordinated, people showing up at the same place, not leveraging one another's strengths. This is a potential to really create a new model for how your university works collectively with one another and also in our backyard. Universities rarely, never coordinate K-20. UCSD has a particular STEM power, but again, we see this as a social science problem, figuring out how to plug leaks in the pipeline. STEM is a huge focus in San Diego, which is why a lot of people care about where the jobs will be, whether kids are getting prepared for them, including through our university. We are here to provide now systematic outreach and evaluation design, helping people analyze pipeline leak efforts, helping people design interventions. And it really is the pipeline problem of now. Kids leak out of the pipeline to college. They hit walls in math. They hit walls in science. They leak out of majors they want to finish in those arenas as well. So it's really an issue of the K-20 pipeline. Here are the goals of our initiative. Formatting got a little weird here. We want to study and address leaks in the STEM pipeline. We want to help people shape efforts supporting high-need students, and that's the equity focus of this initiative. Educators, particularly important K-20 investment. Help out colleagues design outreach, design broader impact, design education impact plans when they write grants, and increase the participation of lots of folks in outreach and education efforts. Key metaphors for this initiative: a pipeline. If we don't fix the K-12 section of education, we can't fix the 12-20 section of education. A network. Collective impact is all about people working together, about leveraging resources and knowledge around a community. Martin Luther King, talking about US race relations, said, "We're caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny." That's a great description of the K-20 education system. We can't live without the other parts of the system. A lever, key staff, Archimedes' key physics notion that you can leverage much more if you have a lever. You can lift more than if you lift it alone. The idea of leveraging with a few key staff, and we need to grow that staff, overdraft, given the business we have gotten so far, of people trying to leverage what they're doing to plug leaks. The pipeline. There are key leaks that start early and gush later. All I want you to take away is red pipeline leaks. Mathematics is the key one. Starts in 4th grade, starts early. You can't do fractions. The math professors are saying they still can't do math in deep conceptual ways when they get here. It's a K-20 system of mutuality. Purple people, key staff as a lever. This is inside Create. Couple people, purple people doing this work, and growing some purple people who are students doing this work with us. Since we started, we have done 300 consultations, and this is since July. This is why we are so tired. Daily outreach consultations for all of the hands raised. We've been pursuing grants, almost 20 of them pursued or received. We've been laying groundwork for K-20 data analysis. How can we help plug leaks in the pipeline if we don't know what happens to students K-20 as they progress? We've been designing new programs, and I'll show you a couple, and we've been focusing on developing educators, K-12, and also all those on this campus who approach us and want our help. 1 minute till 7 minutes? Good. We decided to take a little bit of our time because we didn't understand the 7 versus 10-minute thing. So I may go to 10. I want to end with some examples of what we are doing to multiply impact, to leverage UCSD's network to plug leaks in the pipeline. All right? So these are just some examples. And the key takeaway here is people doing what they want to do anyway, leveraging it for K-20 impact. So I don't have the pointer thingy. Scripps Outreach, Cheryl Peach, fabulous partner, SIO. Faculty member in SIO, yellow blob right there, wants to make an impact with her content. Local teachers could have stopped there. Talk, couple local teachers, done, did it. Instead, bigger impact, linking to the County Office of Education Science Wing, linking to the San Diego Science Project and its network of regional science teachers who are creating lessons and taking them to their high-need kids. That's impact that goes way beyond one talk, couple teachers. Multiplying student impact. These are computer science graduate students, started a company they wanted to start anyway called ThoughtStem to teach kids to program. Crucial pipeline leak. We're doing it with high-income kids whose kids could pay for it, parents could pay for it, now are reaching low-income kids after school. We have lots more examples. Come our way and we'll talk to you about them. We're creating courses to leverage undergraduates in the community. We're leveraging research experiences by adding kids and teachers to them. And we're here to consult. So that was too fast, but I'm done. All right? Oh, I do get questions. Okay. I'm confused. Does anyone have any questions? Maybe about a slide that I passed through too quickly. Anyone have any questions, please? Or comments? Yeah.
How has the coming on with Common Core been either advantageous or at all influential? The Common Core, for teachers, has that been at all advantageous? Has that changed approach in terms of finding leaks or addressing them?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, here's the pipeline, which I know you can't read, but think about the leaks. The Common Core are new state standards hitting education at the same time that the next generation science standards are hitting K-12 education. Both of them ask teachers, thank you, ask teachers to do deep learning in math, to do deep learning, hands-on learning in science, which is the same kind of transformation we're trying to make here on this campus with our education. I think it's been extremely helpful because what it opens up is a conversation, K-20, about deepening the learning experience. It also opens up a conversation about not plugging the pipeline with bubble gum, meaning kids are struggling, push them through. Kids go faster, 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 faster. If kids don't understand what our math professors are telling us, if they don't understand fractions, proportional reasoning, algebra 1, algebra 2, by the time they get here, they're still not getting it. And that when kids hit the math courses here, they might leak further out of the pipeline. So it's really helped out, actually, the conversation about deepening the learning through the K-20 pipeline. Okay, other questions? Or comments? Yeah, Allison. Hey.
I accept what I'm going to say, but I would argue that the leaks in the pipeline begin before the pipeline begins, and that is that in early education, especially among underrepresented and low-income children, math and science are astonishingly absent from the experiences that they have, and makes their early education experiences drastically different from their high-income peers. And so the pipeline should be expanded a little bit before the K.
We could go birth 20, we could go birth 30, we could go birth death. Absolutely. And I mean, a truly collective impact effort would, in fact, worry about the development of children all the way from pre-birth up. And a lot of us in education think about it that way. We also want to leverage where we have the biggest potential impact. And right now, the public school system, where everybody is there, is the one. And the spottiness of early education is an equity problem that we have to fix also. But right now, K-20 is where we're beginning, but pre-K, down to 0, down to pre-0, absolutely, if you really want to support children. Absolutely.
So
Other
I
questions?
hope you have time for one more question over here. And that is that we have a lot of faculty in the audience who may not know that much about CREATE and what it can do for them. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that you said you have participated in 20 grants already. And could you just explain a little bit about the kinds of services that you provide for faculty as they're writing grants?
Yes. Thanks for asking that question. We put ourselves in a role on purpose that has created a giant wave of work, which is good. The role is consultants to you on leveraging your work for K-20 impact. And what that means is we're talking to people who really just want to write an NSF grant to study blah, blah, blah. But that NSF grant requires an outreach section or a broader impact section or an education impact section, and that's a section, Archimedes style, we want to leverage. Because we can get a tiny bit out of one person going to their son's classroom and giving a lecture in it. We can get so much more if we leverage that person through a network of improving teaching and learning and student opportunity. And that's our challenge, is consult by consult by consult by consult. Why we're so tired, as I said, is talking to people about how to get done what you want to do, what they want to do, and leverage it for more impact. So those are the services. We're also, just to mention, providing those consult services, not just to faculty, but to student organizations who are saying, what can we do in our extra time? To people who are all the energy, Fauna, and many others in experiential learning, designing courses. How might we design them together to get young people into the community to help others than themselves while supporting themselves? So these are the kinds of supports. And finally, assessment. Did that intervention you want to design, will it work? Let us help you design an assessment plan, an evaluation plan to see. So we do all of the above. All right? Okay.